So if you caught the last video, you know that I went over a few misconceptions about cold calling, gave out a few tips and a few harsh realities to go along with it. Moving along to episode 2, here I'm just going to be addressing probably the most important subject of all in the whole cold calling series. And this video will probably be the second most important video in the whole series. And here we're talking about the heart and soul of cold calling, that is, crafting the killer cold calling script, as you can tell from the title of the video. And just before we get into the video, if you haven't already, give us a sub. If you're new, give us a sub. Consider at least giving us a sub, and also consider joining our free Discord community. It's called SMMA Hub, and basically it's just specifically for SMMA owners. If you are serious about building a community, having conversations with people who think just like you, networking with people in the same space, etc. Consider joining. The link is in the description. And yeah, like I said in the first video, the whole point for of this channel is just for me to build a community. If I can't build a community from this, then there's no point, right? But then yeah, we're about to dive into my screen, so I'm just gonna project it over there. Then yeah. Okay, crafting killer cold calling scripts. So if you're a beginner right now, cold calling, and you're not using a script, well, this is you. You see this guy over there? Yeah, that's you, bro. Confused all over the place, right? No direction. You're a headless chicken all over the place, wasting your time, wasting other people's time because, bro, they gave you like at least 5 minutes of their time. Most of these people are busy, especially if you're going to be cold calling local businesses, bro. Most of them are hands-on, and then they give you those 5 minutes, bro. Use them wisely. Use them wisely, bro. Because guess what? You're not the only person cold calling. You're not the only person in that industry, right? So, bro, be smart with it. Be smart with it. Use the time wisely by getting a script. Just get a script. You'll get used to the script. Let go of it at some point. But then, as a beginner, get a script. I use my script. I use it all the time. I put it over there. I don't look at it anymore, but I have it there, right? Just so that I know I have something to look at if I go off track, right? So have a script with you, and yeah, save yourself that time because you're trying to go from being this guy to being this guy, right? This guy, say solving a maze, it's still going to be challenging, but then it's going to be better, right? It's going to be better. You're going to be making progress, right? A progress towards what? Towards your end destination. Your end destination being getting that sales meeting, from the sales meeting, hopefully onboarding them as a client. Be it your first, second, or whatever, right? But you're trying to get that client. So just do what needs to be done. Go in with a script. Let go of your ego or whatever that is, bro. You're gonna get used to it. You're gonna get used to it. You're gonna let go of the script. Rather sound robotic for 30 calls than sounding like you don't even know what you're saying for thousands and thousands of calls, right? You're bound to get more meetings sounding robotic, but saying things that actually make sense than whatever this is, right? So why do you need a script? Well, first of all, it ensures consistent messaging. It ensures that your message remains consistent across calls, establishing professionalism and coherence, right? So it makes your brand look good. It makes you sound good. It also makes it easier for you to refine your script to the most perfect version of it, right? So the first version may not be, your script that you like, but then as time goes, you're gonna cut out things that you do not like and add in parts that you like or remove certain parts. That's refining your script, right? So you're basically going to be split testing in a way. But yeah, bro, right? It Having a script makes it easier for you to get your message across and get it across in its most perfect manner. Number two, it's a fucking confidence booster. I won't lie. A script acts as a safety net, boosting confidence and reducing nervousness during calls. Having a script is like, bro, you have something to back you up, right? You have a backup. That's good for you, right? Especially if you're cold calling. That's good for you, right? You're going to be less nervous because you have something. You know for a fact that, I'm not going to be derailed completely. If I start getting derailed, I just look back and guess what? We're back on track. We're back on track. That's what you need. That's the only thing you need, bro. That's the only thing you need. The confidence, right? Going into the calls. Point number three, time efficiency. It saves you so much time. It helps you convey your message efficiently, optimizing the limited time available during calls. So yeah, bro, right? Like I said, you're going to be getting like 5 minutes to pitch a whole flipping service basically. And like, bro, you have to keep it short, you have to keep it brief. You don't want to get derailed. You want to, value their time as well going into this. And that's what a script is going to do, bro. It's going to make it so much easier for you to convey everything, get your message across, keep it simple, keep it clean, saves you time, saves everybody's time, and saves everybody's money, right? Imagine being wasting at least 15 minutes on one call, and you don't even get that meeting, right? So you wasted 15 minutes on a call, whereas you could have used only 5 minutes of that. That's like what, two more calls wasted. If you used 5 minutes on each call, then you would have been able to complete what, three calls, but then now you wasted only on one call. You know, I don't know about you guys, right? But then, like I once said, quality over quantity. Though, do not be too obsessed on the volume. That volume is king stuff is BS, bro. Volume is not always king unless your volume is quality, right? Keep that in mind. So I just want to, break down a few important parts in every script. Point number one is the introduction. Number two, the value proposition. Number three, the objection handling. And number four, which is not here, booking in that um, meeting that you're looking for, right? So, point number one, the introduction. That's your verbal handshake. Keep it short, keep it friendly, and attention grabbing, right? Like I said, the script that I use is probably the most popular script on YouTube. I used it as a skeleton to build out a new script, and the script that I use, the attention grabbing thing about it is, hi, can you handle an X amount of clients, right? Can you handle an X amount of clients on a monthly basis, right? And 90, bro, probably more than 90, but majority, let me just say majority of these business owners are ego filled. As soon as you ask them, can you handle this amount of clients? They're going to feel like you're challenging them and they're going to say yes. And that leads to you, go into your value proposition, and now you just have to kill the value proposition now, right? Because they said yes, I can. The introduction is over, right? Now you go to the excuse me. Now you go to the value proposition, you showcase the benefits of your offer, address the prospect's pain points and needs, right? Now you go over the pains and just put some salt on it or punch the wound or whatever, right? I have a friend called Toby who likes saying this. I don't even know if it's his saying. I feel like I heard it somewhere. But anywho, right? Hit them where it hurts most, right? So yeah, just keep on attacking those pain points, especially if you've been able to establish what the pain points are. So always make sure that you know what your industry's pain points are so that you can attack them. You can attack them and show them how they can all be fixed by just a simple service that you are offering, right? That's the value proposition. Point number three, objection handling, which is something that I don't practice, right? But I'm trying my best to start practicing. So the reason why I don't is because when I started off, I was ego filled, and whenever I had a few objections, I would get pissed and be like, bro, it's okay. Thank you for your time. Bye. Right? That would be me. But and I lost out on so many good opportunities just because of that. If I had just practiced this, I would be good by now, and my objection handling would be up here, which essentially means more clients, right? So yeah, practice objection handling, prepare responses for to the most common objections. That ensures that you're equipped to address any challenges during the calls. It's so easy to get good at objection handling. Um, actually, bro, let me show you guys something, right? This is something like, bro, we are so privileged to have this, right? Try something like common common objections when cold calling chiropractors. Should you go with chiropractors? I don't know. In SMMA and good responses, right? Let's say six of them, right? Six common objections and good responses. Okay, when cold calling characters. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's go. Right? Yeah, let's see. Right? This is how simple. Like, bro, I don't know. I don't know if these work because um, ChatGPT is just sometimes too filtered for my liking. It's too friendly, bro. But you could literally do this. We already have a marketing strategy in place. Response. That's great to hear. Our agency specializes in enhancing existing strategies and bringing fresh perspectives. We've helped similar practices like yours amplify their online presence, whatever, 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 whatever. Right? Could we schedule? Like I said, the end goal is this. This is the end goal, bro. Right? Could we schedule a brief call to discuss how we might, right, complement your current strategy, right? There's so many of them, right? There's so many of them, bro, right? You could literally get hundreds of these, have this certain screen open, and whenever you hear them, go over them, right? You don't even need to say word for word, honestly, right? So yeah, bro. Let's get back into it. Oh, then finally getting that meeting in, just find out when you guys are both free. Then, yeah, find out who's coming. Also, follow up with the text. Always follow up. Always follow up. Yeah. Tip number one for, okay, let's go over the tips for personalizing your calls. Number one, research your prospects. So tailor your script based on the prospect industry, the pain points, and the needs that need to be for a personalized approach, right? To go into much more depth, always make sure you find out who you're going to talk to, especially if you're trying to reach the owner, find out their name. Um, that just helps, bro. You just get like, trust me, getting the name was the game changer for me. Getting the name, always make sure if you know you're going to be offering ads, make sure if to find out if they are running ads already. Find out these things, right? Research them, go in depth, make sure do your digging, bro, right? Do your digging. Some people are really good at digging Instagrams and stuff. Do that. Just in the aspect of, you know, business, I guess. Yeah, research the websites, everything you can find, try by all means to find out, right? Number two, address their specific challenges. So customize the script to address unique challenges and objectives to each prospect, demonstrating and understanding what? Demonstrating understanding and relevance, right? Yeah, so tired, man. Okay, so yeah, address these the challenges, I guess. It's straightforward. Sometimes they may have much more unique challenges, and if you can find out through one call, hey man, that's another bonus for you, right? Use personalized language. So always research common terms or the common lingo, as I wrote there, and use it, right? So use the language that is used within that space, right? Same way we use certain language here in SMMA, every industry has their own terms that or language that they use. So try by all means to find that. Okay, not by all means, but having that as an extra point, right? So yeah, I just wanna so if you are in the Discord community, you're going to have this presentation. Within this presentation, you're just gonna head over here, one of the links. These are links to the scripts. These are links to my scripts, and I'll be breaking down the scripts in a minute. So basically, what you're going to do, hit over here. It's going to take you to the Discord. Okay, I'm already there, so let's just continue to Discord. Then you're just going to go to the tools and resources, download it. After downloading it, you open it up, which I already have it open here, right? So now we'll be going over the script. Okay, so I'm just going to be dissecting the first script in detail. Then there's like four scripts within here. Just they basically have a similar structure, so I'm going to dissect the first one in detail. Then all the other ones I'm just going to quickly run over them. Then in terms of gatekeeper handling, if you want to get in touch, if you want to get that PDF, just go to the Discord, go to the resources side, then you're going to get all of that, or find a way to get in touch with me, DM me, either way, right? Just find a way to get in touch with me, comment and even, right? So I just want to go over them. Then one thing that I also wanted to address was the fact that these scripts are scripts that you use when you get in touch with the owner directly, if not the owner, someone in charge of the marketing team, just the relevant people, if I may say, right? So let's get straight into script number one, which is actually my favorite, the only script I use, right? Basically, the other alternatives I don't use them, but then they can get the job done, which is why I included them in here. And just to be clear with you guys, this exact version of the script, I've only used it like on two cold calling sessions. Before that, I was using a different one. I just wanted to develop a new one just for this series, specifically. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Like I said when I was telling you guys about the key components, the introduction, keep it set, keep it um keep it brief, keep it friendly. Yeah, bro, right. So you're going to, as soon as they pick up, hi, is it name I'm speaking to? So this part is important. As I mentioned so many times, personalization is the key to everything, right? In terms of outreach, especially cold outreach, right? Personalization means everything. So you're going to say, hi, is it, name I'm speaking to? First of all, you saying that, they're going to already be intrigued, because how do you even know who I am? They just want to know, right? That already brings up the curiosity, the interest up a little bit, gives you a few points, right? They're going to say yes, if they are the right person, and then you're going to say hi, name. It's your name, for example, hi John, it's Zach speaking. I know you may be busy right now, so quick question. I was calling to find out, could your team handle, 10 to 50, could your team handle an extra 10 to 15 solar installation jobs effortlessly? Try by all means to have a curious tone when you're doing this. So do not sound too salesy, right? Do not even try by all means not to sound like you're trying to sell something, especially at this point of things, right? And just to go back, the introduction, hi, name, it's whoever you're going to give them your name, let them know who you are. Then also recognize that they may be busy, recognize and acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. That also helps. You want to sound respectful, bro. Try to sound respectful. Actually, be respectful. Don't even try, bro. Like that's just the value, right? So quick question. You also reminded them that you will be quick. So quick question, right? I was calling to find out, could your team handle an extra 10 to 15 solar installation jobs effortlessly? So if you are in a different industry or go calling for a different industry, you would say whatever that is, right? So you know, I focus solely on solar at the moment, which is why it's structured this way, and the curious tone, which is important, right? And like I said, they have, most of them are ego filled. You asking them, could you handle it effortlessly? They're like, bro, you're going to be awesome, bro. Are you fucking with me right now? Of course I can, right? Sure, almost definitely, yes. Or some of them may be like, what's your deal here, buddy? Either way, bro, it gets you to what you want to pitch, right? The value proposition. Well, I specialize in helping solar companies like yours acquire 10 to 15 new clients without the usual hassle of them, calling and qualifying the clients. I generate the leads, meaning customers. I like to add the meaning customers part in brackets, just because I know leads are not customers, but then because we focus on getting paid once the customer has converted to customer, right? Or the lead has converted to customer, right? So we make the calls and secure the appointments on your behalf, not be behalf, on your behalf. And all you have to do is just show up and get the job done. Does it sound like something that you would like to hear more about? Simple, right? So let me break down this part, the value proposition. Well, I specialize, first of all, in helping solar companies. So now the personalization comes in right here. Um, could I highlight these? Okay, never mind. Solar companies, it's more personal, like, okay, like yours, use the personal language as much as you can, right? So point it towards them, towards them. Also remind them about, the clients, bro. That's money. That's money. That's more value proposition. Everything around here is all about that, right? You're just providing value on top of value. Well, first of all, he specializes in helping solar companies get clients, without the usual hassle, right? These people are busy people, most of them. So if they want to cut off the slack, cut off like, the extra work, the extra work, they don't want to do all of this. They don't want to, as a solar installer or someone who runs a solar installation company or a solar company, let me just say, you don't want to be out there calling and qualifying leads. You just want to show up, do the installation, get paid, right? So you're telling them, look, I'm going to handle that. That's the value, right? The value is not about I run ads. That's not what you're going to focus on, right? We do run ads. We do all of that. We do all of that. We run ads. Getting, there's a lot of things we do all of that. The website optimization and so forth. But then we're just here telling them, look, are taking those pain points. Probably hurts them that they have to do this because sometimes you're qualifying leads and they don't even convert, right? But I'm like I specialize in making sure they convert. Basically, I generate the leads and then I call them and secure appointments. All you have to do is show up and get the job done. You understand? You're just basically providing a lot of value. And the reason why I'm just pointing out that you need to do this is that you can literally take a piece of paper right now, write this down. Okay, um, introduction, hi. You can keep this one. So you can keep this one generic all over your script, right? Then you can just write your hi. Make it. You can write the second part of the intro. Make it personal and acknowledge that they're busy and find out if they can handle extra workload or extra sales or extra whatever, right? You could write this down on your notes, then develop a whole script without having to do what I actually did to develop this. And it will probably work much better if you wrote it. You build it from the ground up, right? It'll probably roll off your tongue much better, which means better conversion rates. So you could probably do better than me in this, right? Um, yeah. Okay. How do I flip and whatever, right? Um, yeah. So basically, yeah. Then this part you could write value proposition, emphasize that you're going to get them more jobs, and emphasize that you're going to reduce their workload. I guess, right? Then, yeah, you make the calls. Okay. Does this sound like something you would like to hear more about? I always make sure I ask this question, right? I always make sure that I ask this question. It basically helps me do less work when I get into, um, in terms of making sure that the whole meeting is booked, right? So basically, the reason why you're asking this, right? Like I said, you recognize that they don't have the time to talk. So asking them, does this sound like something you would like to hear more about? Who wouldn't like to hear more about getting more customers, bro? That's more money, right? Unless they're comfortable, which is rarely the case even, right? Unless or like at this point they're like, oh shit, just another cool marketing agency. They may say no, right? I'll get into what to say if they say no. Um, but then it'll also be, yeah, it's just objection handling at that point, right? But then if they give you a positive response, or if they say yes, we can, or like sure, whatever, yeah, tell me more. Be like, okay, so I wrote here, you book in the appointment, booking process. Okay, yeah, it'll all be there in the Discord community. I'll send the PDF found in the Discord community will have all this info, by the way. But then I'll just want to run you guys over a brief summary of what to do at this point. Yeah, so they say yes or any positive response. Here's what you say. Okay, okay, guys, so I got a little disturbance while I was recording, but I managed to find out where we left off, so we'll take it from there, right? Like I said, as soon as they answer this question, does this sound like something that you would like to hear more about? With a positive response, be it yes or anything else that is positive, you go on to book in the meeting. You start celebrating just a little bit because they just told you that the interest is high and they do want to hear about this. So here's what you say, or here's what I usually say in this situation, not word for word, but then this is the basis of what I say. So does this sound like something that you would like to hear more about? Yes. All right. Perfect. Then here's what I say, right? All right, perfect. Oh, all right, great. So what we would usually do is, since you said you are interested in learning more about this, is we would find the time over the coming days or weeks where both teams are free, then hop on um, a quick a quick 32 like 1 hour meeting where 1 hour virtual meeting whereby I run you through the whole process. We run you through the whole process, explain everything we do in detail. And if you do have any questions after that, we tackle them right then and there and ask you a few questions on our side if you do have. Does it sound okay with you? Then, since they said yes over here, they will probably say yes. Sometimes they will say, please send me an email, send me or a portfolio or anything. What I what I suggest is that you stay away from emailing as much as possible. So I always try to push for WhatsApp contact because it's so much easier to get in contact with them. They all like get responses or get them to open up your message, right? So I then tell them, all right, perfect. Is it okay if I get in contact with you on your WhatsApp number though? Then they will say yes half the time, right? They'll say yes, okay, that's all right, right? Then you ask them, is this the number or something like that? Then they'll say yes or no, give you the number. If it isn't, then, so here's what I would usually do before. I would usually put off, getting in contact with them until I'm done with the whole cold calling session. But then I noticed that it drops, the conversion rate or the open rate, or, sometimes they've lost interest by the time you get in contact, or they've just changed their minds. They had a long day, they probably forgot that you even called them. So to keep it simple, right after this call, I send a string of messages. There's two messages, right? Message number one is the greeting. Hi, it's Zach. We spoke over the phone about this, about a meeting at a specific date and time. So I was just touching base so that you know it's my number or our number. Then after there, I go on. So we use Google Meet, but then I reckon it works the same for Zoom or any other platform. Then I go on to fill out the schedule in the meeting, right? And then fill out their email as well when sending the invite so that they get the automated reminders, right? So we keep our reminders at a day before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, 10 minutes before, right? So it'll send them the automated reminder emails about it, and it makes things simpler. But then I take the meeting invitation and I send it on their WhatsApp number. So those are the two messages that we do send: the introduction and the link or invite, if I may say, right? So it works the same, I guess, for Zoom and all the other platforms and Google Meet, right? So yeah, it's that simple. Try by all means to get in touch with them ASAP. Do not leave it for the end of the day or end of Google calling session. Just do it right then and there, bro. Right? All right. So script number two. Script number two is if you already know for a fact they do not have the time. Maybe the gatekeeper told you that they have, a few seconds or like a few minutes, something like that, right? So you just say, hi, name, yes, great, it's Zach over here. Then scratch out this part. You already know they're busy. So do not say it again. They already told you they're busy. So great, it's Zach over here. So imagine having, 10 to 15 extra solar installation jobs lined up for your company or for company name. And notice how I'm not going off like the script word for word, because maybe it's because I've been doing it for some time. But then, say whatever rolls off properly off your tongue, right? So and also the personalization for company name, or that it shows that it sounds more specific towards them and not just robotic for company name. That's what I specialize in, or that's what we specialize in. We generate the leads and then we make the calls and secure bookings without any extra effort on your side. So all you have to do really is just show up and do your part, do your job, the installation. Does this also cut this out? Can I share more details about this? They do not have the time as they mentioned. Use this all the time actually. Does this sound like something that you would like to hear more about? But then the extra part that you would like to add is, does this sound like something that you would like to hear more about sometime in the future, since they told you they do not have the time right then and there? Then they will say yes, or any positive response. What you say after that is the same thing you said over here. You book in the meeting basically. As soon as you get a confirmation that they are interested, book in the meeting, bro, right? Because they're not gonna sit there and listen. I mean, I've seen some people, close a client off of one cold call on YouTube, and it's amazing, bro. It's amazing, but I've never done it, so I'm not gonna say do it, right? I've never done it. Then, all right, note that the goal is always to always find out if they would be interested in hearing more about your service. If they would like to, if they say they would like to know more, like to hear more, or anything like that, that's your opportunity to book in the meeting. Keep it that simple, right? That's script number two. Then script number three, direct and curious. So this one is just you can also use it if they don't have the time or you just don't have the time. You just want to run through it quick. Hi, is this? And they confirm that it is. So hi name, it's Zach over here. Quick one. I assist solar companies in effortlessly handling, 10 to 15 more installation jobs. I take care of the lead generation and appointment setting, allowing you to focus on your expertise, right? Instead, interested in a quick chat to explore more on how this would work for a company name, right? Also mention sometime in the future. Interested in a quick chat in the future, or unless maybe this is what I would use if I tried to log them in one go in one call, cold call. I should try it. I should try it. Sounds like okay. I never really paid attention to this. This would work, bro. I feel like this would work if only you kill the service explanation right after they say yes, somehow, right? But if they do have the time to listen out for this, then go for it, bro. Right? So yeah, those are the three scripts. I thought it was four. I put in four. Oh, I had four variations. Then I chopped down to three. Then, okay. So yeah, these scripts are meant to be used, for the owners directly, not gatekeepers, as it is fairly, yeah, it is fairly easier for us to reach, the owners. By the way, in the solar space, or maybe the research that we do helps us get there. So yeah, you know, we don't usually use a certain script to get past gatekeepers because it's a rare thing. Okay, not rare, but then happens like not that much, bro. Episode 4 of me cold calling will be uploaded where some gatekeeper handling will obviously happen. We will run into them. So in that episode, then um, you guys will see how we do or how I do my gatekeeper handling. Then, yeah, man, we've come to the end of it. Alright, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. Then, I'll catch you guys on the next video, which will be building, a leads list. Then, about the Discord community, if you are interested in joining our Discord community, the link is in the description. Everything is it's a free community. Nothing. We're not going to be upselling anything. It's all about building community. Like I said, I'm just trying to build a community where we get to learn much faster. I know through personal experience, just finding good information took some time. So if you have people who are there who've already went through, maybe a phase that you're currently going through, which is learning, they'll help you learn much faster. Or, people who are already running it with a few clients are going to give you some advice on that. Also, I want to learn from people as well. So if I get to learn from some people, we're going to be, dropping resources in the Discord, weekly calls, so forth. So if you are serious, that is, if you are serious about actually building a community and also building and scaling up your agency, head down to the description. Then till the next video, you guys stay safe, stay curious, stay learning, and peace.